Y'all loving those treats? Where's Cleo? Mr. Gray at? I called them. Wonder where they're at. Mr. Gray. Cleo. Well, they're just missing out. They were here earlier. Now I'm not sure where they are. Oh well. When they show up, they'll get some too. Are y'all loving them? Save some for Cleo and Mr. Gray. They sure do love them. Yep. And they just wanted to say thank you to all their fans and viewers. And of course you haven't seen them in a while. And maybe the other ones will show up. They're here though. Never fear. And today the sun's trying to peek out. Well, it's heading over there close to the horizon towards the west. It's extremely foggy most of today. And as you can see, it's highly overcast. It's been that way. Except for, on exception, a day or two in between storm fronts. And that's something we've been having quite a bit of. As many of you who keep track of our weather know. Yeah. We just had another one come through. Not last night, but night before last. Just another sleepless night, all night long. As the thunder raged and the rain beat down on the roof. Got quite a lot of rain. 5 inches with that one. It just seems to come in waves now. Ever since the Arctic blast. It wasn't 3 storm fronts back. Where Alabama had 30 tornadoes during that day and evening hours. That's unbelievable, even for us. So hello there, friends and family. Just thought we'd come out and spend a little time with you, since we were out here feeding the kitty crew some treats this afternoon. And doing a little bit of walking around, seeing what came down during the last storm encounter. Nothing all too bad. Plenty of limbs and branches though. That too seems endless. When I get ready to do it, I'll do a little walkabout with y'all. Show you what we're going to be up to. Because pretty much now, we're in springtime temperatures. And have been since the Arctic blast. Oh, we've had a couple of nights down in the mid-20s. 26, 27. Pretty much that's been it. Rest of our nights, mid to high 30s. Mid to high 40s. In the last week or so, low to mid 50s. Daytime temperatures anywhere from low of 49 one day to up around low 50s, mid 50s, low 60s, mid 60s, and like today, we got up to 69 degrees. Yeah, that was darn right nice. Albeit it was highly overcast. Still wet. Things are still drying out. Or I would have been out here trudging around in the yard picking up sticks. And since we have had all this rain since the first of the year, 5 inches just the other night, the yard is rather soft. And as of now, finally, the standing water has went away for the first time in the last couple of weeks. Oh, we got something from UPS. Hold on. Yep.
Hey, how are you, sir?
Hey, how you doing?
Doing good. We making a film?
Yep, I'm talking to my friends.
Oh, there we go.
Appreciate it, sir.
Hey, friends, y'all have a good one now.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.
Be safe out there now.
I will. Thank you, sir.
Appreciate you bringing my medicine.
Oh, absolutely.
Fine young man there. That's our UPS driver. Don't get no better than that. Personalized service from UPS. Got some flames going on there in his truck. Somebody drew in the dirt. I don't know if you caught that. They got to get it though, don't they? So yeah, got my medicine in from the fine folks at CVS. Don't even have to go get it anymore. You just tell them you want it delivered. Totally free. Can't beat that. But it's been a while since we've been on the front porch. And I'm actually out here for another reason. And that reason is, you know, during the course of doing videos again since 2018, you know, I had a camera that my daughter gave me for Christmas one year, my little Canon that I love so much. And it finally died. And then in 2019, she and Davey got me a nice GoPro Hero 7 White, which I've used, I think up till sometime last year. And then it died. I got me another Hero 7 White. Well, it died today. Well, no, yesterday, which was rather inconvenient considering what we were all doing. I'll get to that point. So now I'm on the back of my GoPro Hero 7 Silver. Hey, I'm upgrading here for one level from the white to the silver, which I still got the black to go before I can get to a GoPro 8. Just joking. I like these little GoPro Hero 7s. They're easy, they're simple. You get up in those 8s and 9s, 10s and 11s, things get complicated. And life's complicated enough for now. So I have to shop around to get another backup. But anyway, I need to test this one. This ain't the first test. This is third. Because, you know, mine gets old. Don't quite remember how to set it all up. So you got to set it up, or think you are. Go out and see what happens. My first two attempts didn't come out as planned. Yep. So this is the third one. So if you're seeing it, we finally got it the way we want it. Yep. But life here is good. I don't get out as much during this time of year. Primarily, it's cold, it's damp, it's wet, it's chilly, you know, for all those reasons. And I have some health ailments, as many of y'all do, which don't like any of the aforementioned things I already talked about. You know, that cold, damp, chilly, wet, yeah, you know, arthritis and other things. But enough of that. I'm still here, I'm still breathing, and I'm still above ground. So I am very thankful, as I hope all of you are too. But in looking through the comments, and I'm still behind somewhat in those, I got to sit down, put my head down, and get to it. And I'm working up a schedule for this year. Just how I'm going to do YouTube. I don't want it to become a job. If I want a job, I just go back to work as an engineer. I'd make way more money. Of course, I wouldn't be here very often. That's why I retired. But I'm going to sit down and I'm going to schedule things for what I should do on these particular days. Of course, you know, if things happen, you're still going to have to shift it. That's where that life interferes again. You know, like pick specific days during the week that I just sit down and I do make sure I read every comment, give everybody a heart, like I've always done, and reply, should you require a reply. Can't reply to them all. That's humanly impossible now. And it's just me. I'm a one-man show. Well, one man and 7 to 8 kitties, depending on the day. But I do have a new shopping video that's coming out. Yeah, some of you already know that, because you just happened to be there when we went and did it. Yeah, the buggy was full. And I might say now, that's what's holding it up a little bit. A few of you were naughty during the shopping trip. I always tell you to be quiet, behave yourself, and don't be chunking things in the buggy when I ain't looking. Yeah, now some of you ain't got that plan down pat yet. But no, I've got to get her all edited up and get her up to you this week. And what I'm going to do there as far as shopping videos, now the month of February I'm not going. And I'll get to the reason why. Of course, I haven't been shopping since December the 9th. But I know many of you like my shopping trips. You like to see all the prices and compare them to wherever you live. Plus, I like hearing what you're paying too, wherever you may live. Whether it's here in the United States, Australia, New Zealand, the UK, Europe, wherever. I love to see it. Information's a good thing. Either we're all sharing the pain, or some are living life la vida, and I'm okay with that too. So, but once I get through the month of February, I'm going to start doing at least a shopping trip. Not only to Superfoods, but most likely, yeah, Walmart, and maybe some others, every month, just to keep track of prices. Inflation. Is it continuing to rise? Is it stabilizing? Or is it starting to deflate and return to what we would think would be more normal? I have my own opinions on that. But like all things, they're my opinions. You will have yours, I'm sure. So we're going to be doing that. Going to try to mix it up. You know, we're going to have some cooking videos. And something I'll say there, my videos, I don't do them for anybody but myself, and of course, you know, my children and grandchildren primarily. And now, since many of you have joined the community, you've become friends and family. So therefore, I do them for you too. But they change throughout the course of the year. During the warmer months, nicer months, I'm out and about more. I do more walkabouts. I do more hiking. I do more gardening. You know? I don't garden through the winter most times. I don't see the sense. Things slow way down, even here in the South. Yeah, you can still grow things, which I'll be doing a walkabout video this week here in the property. And you'll see, not only, yes, some will still grow, albeit far more slower. That's obvious. Why? Less sunlight, cooler temps, the plants slow down. They're a little chilly too, and they get a little slower as the temps drop and the light fades. That's all that scientific fact for you. So we'll be mixing it up like we always do. So if you're not happy, you know, with what you're seeing at the time, don't despair. Hold on. Keep watching. And something you like more is bound to show up sooner than later. During the winter months, when things are not suitable for me to be out and about as much, I tend to do more deep dives, giving you my opinions on what I found out in comparison to others. Yeah, like we did on the price of eggs and on the scarcity principle. And that gets back to some of that's education for my children, so they'll remember what Daddy had to say about it. And close friends and family. A lot of times not for the general public. I mean, it's like my last video on the scarcity principle. If you grasp the principle and understand and sit down for a minute, or maybe 30, and think about all the areas of your life where that principle is in heavy use and maybe influencing you in the decisions you make in your life. Yeah, that's why I did it. Not very many people watched it. And some people got downright mad about it. Some unsubscribed from the channel, which gets back to one of my life mottos. I don't care. If somebody wants to be here with the channel and the community that we've got here, watch the little old country engineer do what he does when he feels like sharing, hey, I appreciate it. The Kitty Crew appreciates it. I appreciate the community. I learned so much from all of you. But hey, if I do a video and it just offends them because somebody else that, you know, they watch all the time, which they know does what I pointed out, yeah. And they think it's for their better good, more power to them. That's why that scarcity principle is so powerful. Really is. Woo, the stories I could tell you about how companies use it. But I'm not. I don't want to be sued anytime soon. I ain't got the money to withstand it no more. So we're still going to do a big mix of things. We'll do our right-abouts. I'm going to do my best. I've been promising this for 2 years. To do a little fishing in between. But something I've got to do is I've got to work on this house. I wanted to do it the last 2 years. But, you know, we had that event in 2020. And then we had lumber prices and everything else go up to insane levels. And I just couldn't do it. Some of that's coming back to more normal pricing. So I'm hoping to get some of it done this year. I've got painting to do. I've got windows that need treatment. You know, they need to have the paint removed. They need to be scrubbed down, stripped, reglazed, reprimed, and repainted. I've got a house here that I've either got to pressure wash or hand wash. I'm not sure how I'm going to go about it. I'll get some quotes on that pressure washing. If that's ridiculous, I'll do like I've done in the past. I'll just wash it myself. Just like it's one big car. Probably not going to get that all done in one day either. And I might only get 1 or 2 sides done this year. But that's a start. I got a lot of things inside to do. One of which is still declutter my life. And I'm going to do that. I was talking to my son the other day. And the way it's going to play out is I'm going to put things in a certain room that I no longer want or feel I need. And he, my daughter, can come by, and if they want them, fine. If they know somebody that can use them, fine. If not, they're going to go here on the street. Because I know somebody will come by and get them. They ain't going to be garbage. I have some of the best trash in the town, people say. But it all gets back to, we let our lives get so cluttered up. They start to rule our lives. We can't do this because, you know, it'll take 3 days just to clear it out so where we can do it. We ain't that young. Days are starting to count. So I've got to do that. I don't know how much of that I'll actually put on video. It's not going to be real exciting. Some I might. Some, probably not. I've got work under the house. I've got pipes to insulate. Yeah. I mean, there's thousands of videos out there how to insulate pipes. I don't need to drag the GoPro up under the house with me. Getting up under the house is tragic enough. Let alone having a couple of thousand of you up in there with me. You know, not that you wouldn't want to be helpful, I'm sure. So that's what we got coming. But we got some coming up right here in February that I want to give you a little hint about, because that's tomorrow. For the month of February, I've got a channel that I watch called Mama Cat's Home. It's MAMAKAT', Mama Cats, and then Home, HOME. And there's some neighbors. Well, a little bit further than neighbors, about 35 minutes away to the west. And they're just a fine southern family. It's Kat, which is Kathy, her husband Jeffrey, Jeff, and then their son Noah. And she does a daily vlog where she shows you many aspects of her life. And she chit-chats along the way. But she also shows making up all kinds of candies and goodies that you might be doing that day. She may show you how she's making lunch or what she's making for it, and even or dinner. And that's the part of her daily vlogs I enjoy the most. A lot of times I'll be doing something in the house and I'll be listening to her vlog. But when it comes time to her making goodies and candy and cooking, I'll grab a cold drink, sit down, and give it a watch. And then maybe return back to what I was doing. But I challenged her last month to not go grocery shopping. And the reason I did that, because she was doing a challenge for the month of January where her and her family would not go out to eat at all. Everything they ate would be prepared in their home. Yeah, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And she finished that up today. And they were 100% successful. And along that way, she and her family made up some quite yummy and tasty stuff. Yeah. Some of which I'm going to try. So based on that challenge of not going out to eat and cooking at home, I just sort of jokingly put out there, well, I challenge you next month to eat at home and not go grocery shopping too. Eat down your house. As you all know, I started that back in September. Except for buying mostly fresh stuff or something I need for a particular recipe, I've been using everything out of my pantries and my freezers and not buying it. Working it down. Here again. Decluttering my life from how it used to be with 4 people here to now just 1 and the kitties. So I'll leave a link in the description below this video for her channel. And if you'd be interested and you'd be so kind that during the month of February and maybe beyond, you'll give her a view and check her out, see what she's got cooking for lunch or dinner, or what goodies she's making, by all means do so. And let her know old Mr. Tom sent you over. I know she'll be so happy. They are fine people. What am I going to be doing? Well, I'm going to be continuing on not buying groceries, except for what I said. Fresh and something I need for a specific recipe. But to work with her, I'm not going to go in the month of February at all. And as you know, I haven't been since December the 9th until I went on this last one you're about to see, just to pick up some of that fresh stuff. So I've been living that way, off of what I got and what I have, so I can save as much money as possible in the hopes, and they may be futile hopes, that at some point in time, food prices will somewhat normalize. Yeah, and plus I don't need everything here. I prepped for 4 people. Now I'm just 1. Too much. Way too much. So that's what you got to look forward to. Hope I haven't bored you too much. Sun's starting to get lower. Light's starting to get dimmer. We need to head her on in. 'Cause it ain't going to be that long before it's time to make the kitty crew some dinner. Yeah. Plus, I got to check on Gracie. Well, she just sleeps a lot. The one I got to check on, as you know, is Lilybit. Yeah, she worries me, especially when I don't see her for a while. So y'all got to grab the treats and my medicine there, and I got to head her on in. We'll set them right there, and then we'll put y'all up for a bit, and then we'll come back out. So until we see you on the next one, y'all take care, stay safe, and may God bless you as you bless others. Goodbye for now.